Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. Last episode, we finished looking through what we could in Shadow Mulsantir. Finished looking through what we could and found some sort of, furnace or something in the temple. Couldn't find out much about the place, except that it was very crowded and there were three figures that really spoke there. And also, returned Kaylin to her siblings, but Kaylin decided to stay with us, and found a bunch of thieves here who are utilizing the Shadow Realm. Now we can confront a merchant who was, basically convinced to, can help them, I believe. And we're going to do just that. Or I think is actually actively helping them, something like that. And I believe these two over here we're also part of it. Maybe not. Zora? Alright. Never mind. Let's go confront that merchant. And then we have things that we have to sell. The merchant is probably all over here. Not Mother Fedora, not Azim. Is he over here, then? He might be down this way. No, it's not there. Where is he? Wait, Shelvadar is out front, I think. Huh. Well, anyway, we have all this stuff we can sell, so let's do so. Probably should have kept the Stone Eater's ring just in case, because it could have proved useful in the future. Alright, we'll put this note in here. And now that I think about it, if you don't mind, let's just get all these made into betters. There are better ones.
Yes?
Right.
Your command.
Alright, so that goes there, goes there, goes there, goes there, goes there, goes there. Perfect. All is well. Hold on. Can I combine these brilliants?
Yes?
I can.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Still not sure of what spells would be cast in order to combine these properly. Is there really... I honestly can't remember where Shelvadar is. Anyway. Let's speak with Kaylin.
Something you require?
Yes, Kaylin, I had questions for you.
Of course.
Any suggestions for how to deal with Oku?
My powers are well served in dealing with the aftermath of a battle, but it would be wise to seek the counsel of one of the shamans of Rashaman in dealing with this army. They know the spirits, the beast gods of this land, far better than I. If this conflict can be settled without violence, they would know.
Alright then.
Of course.
So you are from the upper planes.
I come from the slopes of Celestia. My heritage is evidenced in my wings. And my eyes.
Your eyes are unusual.
I noticed that. Your eyes are like mirrors, which makes them doubly pleasing to me. It allows me to admire my reflection without need for a looking glass.
I see.
I hope you can, with eyes like that. I'm a lot to take in at once, so feel free to study me at length if you must. I am used to such attention.
Oh, Gan. You might need to step back to look at Gan. His ego alone can fill a castle.
Such fire to your words, they burn me. Quick, get the priestess to fan me with her wings.
Are you making light of me?
I would never do such a thing. Although with eyes like yours, do you know what light is?
You are strange. There is much about your heritage that evidences in your behavior.
About Gan?
I am curious what this ebony-eyed creature of the slopes of Celestia sees in a humble hagspawn such as I. Pray, priestess, continue.
Very well. I see that your feet find the patterns of dirt and sand beneath them uncomfortable, as if you are used to stepping in dreams, not earth. You toss about words like a wind around you, in the hopes that their speed and flurry will deflect questions and prevent you from being seen for what you are. You are hurt, Genevieve of dreams, and that pain drives you to hurt others, for you have been taught that that is the wheel that turns the world.
You saw that from looking at him.
Ah, I think your faith has led you astray, and your eyes may not see as deeply as I may have thought. A shame, but no doubt my colors would blind you.
Colors? You're gray!
Spectra of color are something I know only from text, not from experience. My eyes do not perceive color as you do. There is only black, white, and little else. It is another mark of my heritage, and I do not find it a hindrance.
A cleric who can only see in black and whites. Oh boy, that would only be more on the nose if she was a paladin. So you are blind to colors.
My grandfather once said it was something my belief had chosen, not my blood. I would not call it blindness, but I see the world differently, yes. My eyes can perceive the spectrum of planes at times, even if the array of colors is lost on them.
I have walked in the shadow plane before, yes.
Your journey marked you, and I sense an absence within you as if your heart was removed. Its pain has faded to be replaced with something new, an affliction seeping into the open wound. Whatever affliction I sense within you that has filled the wound, it feels larger than the wound itself, as if the wound is merely a door. I do not know if Ilmater's blessings will aid you, but the fact you bear such pain is a testament to your strength of will.
Well, thank you. I had other
Of
questions. So you are
I
from the
come
upper...
from the slopes
I
of
noticed your
Celestia.
wings. Are you able
My
to
heritage
fly?
is no, I cannot. The wings simply serve as a cloak, and at times a shield from the sun or elements. They are another mark of Celestia, one that I welcome.
I was curious. Alright,
Of course.
other questions. You are a follower of the god Ilmater, correct?
That is correct. I am a sister of the Ilmatari, follower of Ilmater, the suffering god. We bring comfort to those in pain, and take the painful burdens of others unto ourselves.
What brought you to the faith?
Many faiths seek to help those who suffer, but it is my feeling that only Ilmater approaches it justly. In Ilmater's teachings I find there is truth. Through his priests and his blessings we seek to help all who hurt. There is a freedom in such all-encompassing sacrifice, I find.
You speak as one who has been treated unjustly, and without freedom as well.
It is difficult to express, and I am not certain I have the words. Suffice to say that I found the call of Ilmater's teaching stronger.
Very well. We'll speak about it later.
Of course.
What can you tell me about Shadow Mulsantir?
It is a shadow of the city you have left behind, but as you may have perceived when you arrived, it is not an exact imitation. There are distortions of architecture, and sometimes a different flow of streets or paths. It is enough to recognize what Shadow Mulsantir is supposed to represent, but not what it is. I hope that served to dispel your confusion rather than compound it. To describe Shadow is an elusive thing.
Alright then.
Of course.
Tell me a little about yourself.
My history is in the past, where it belongs. Let us look to the future and what we may accomplish.
Very
I'm
well
sorry,
then.
but my past efforts have shamed me, and they are difficult to speak of.
Forgive me, I meant no disrespect to your privacy.
No, it is I who must ask your forgiveness. Perhaps as we travel more together, I shall find the words and the will to speak them.
Oh,
Of
one
course.
more thing. When we met, you mentioned the House of the Triad. What is that?
The House of the Triad is not a temple, nor is it a place upon the prime material plane. It is the name bestowed to the three great mountains circling Mount Celestia on the outer plains. The realms of Torm, Tyr, and Ilmater lie upon the crest of each mountain, and the triumvirate forms the House of the Triad. It is a place of great beauty, where the orchestrations of divas are carried on the wind and sun. But it is sealed to me, and never again shall I know its comfort.
But as a priest of Ilmater, can't you go to his realm?
The House of the Triad is closed to me, as is all of Celestia. Even Ilmater's realm, with its temple that embraces the sky. No creature there can feel pain, fatigue, or even exhaustion. One is renewed within its walls. There are times I miss it, I confess.
That must be suffering in itself.
To comfort the suffering is at the heart of Ilmater's beliefs, and it extends to his disciples as well. I thank you for your sympathy. To show compassion for others brings one closer to my God, and those we seek to heal.
Alright, let's move on. Okay, so that's a bit about Kaelin there. Interesting, there's some story to it. Hazim Kototh, why are you all the way over here? Well, no matter. I don't know where the merchant is. I think the merchant is the one who was outside before. So maybe we'll find him in a bit. Right now, we have to confront the bear god. Alright, let's go out. Let us pause a moment and consider our next course of action. I do not think we should simply rush into this blindly. Any advice on how to deal with Oku and his spirit army? Yes, the army. You see, I have suspicions on why he brought them with him to Mulsandir. My belief is he needs them to fuel his strength. He, might be a bit invincible until his army is dealt with. Invincible? A rather mild way of putting it, yes. But his army, they are spiritual allies upon which he can feed, from which he can gather his strength. I was planning to go directly for him, cut off the head of the army before the army wears us down. Yes, well, normally that would be the sane course of action, but reason and logic are seldom present in Rashaman spirit world engagements. But the fact remains we must challenge his allies, defeat them, and when Oku's power starts to ebb, only then do we strike. How will I know when that is? I'll warn you when it's time to attack Oku, but if I fall, you'll have to use your best judgment, as tenuous as that is. Listen for me to call out over the field of battle, and if you cannot hear me then, well, may the spirits guide you in your efforts, for I will be unable to. Very well. And there they are. And there's dryads too. Great.
So you are brave after all. Wood and stone would not have kept us from you. But it is good that the innocent are spared my army's rage. This can be ended quickly if you like. Present your neck. It will fit snugly between my teeth, and we all can return to our dreams.
I'm here to make peace, Lord of Bears, on behalf of the witches and myself. Disputes are better solved with words than with blood.
No! Blood must flow, little one. I swore my oath in blood, and blood is older and stronger than words. You do not know what you are, not yet. If you did, you might ask me to kill you. better that you never learn. Now we have spoken enough. I will live in a world that is free of you, or I will die and dream no more.
I won't take any joy in killing you, God of Bears.
And I will treat your corpse with respect, little one. When I drag it from the field, you have my oath. Tonight, you will lay in the Cavern of Runes, and there you will stay.
Well, here we go. I am getting swarmed. There, you see? Slaying his spirit allies chips away at Oku's strength. But do not grow overconfident. We still have a long ways to go. And I'm dead. You, if you don't mind, how about Meteor Swarm? And I'm dead. And so is Kaelin. Oku is weakened. Finish him. That did it. Attack Oku while he is weak. I would, but I'm kind of dead. Okay, I think we got it.
No, I heal. Hurry, but take a blade, tear out my throat.
You were never my enemy. I came here to make peace with you, not to end your life.
No, you must finish me. Do it fast before...
What?
This is the same as what happened in the barrow, when you consumed the spirit wolf.
What is that? It felt like a backlash, a whip across my mind.
Stop this attack. Whatever you're doing, you're feeding on his spirit, siphoning it.
The presence inside you, it wakes.
What is this?
Emptiness. Hunger. Forgive me. I tried to stop you.
Resist the hunger and try to force it back.
You held back your hunger. Last time it seemed beyond your control.
You spared me, little one. Once before, a spirit eater spared my life. I remember a lake of groaning ice. A man standing over me in triumph. And a hunger withheld in mercy.
Spirit Eater. Why do you call me that?
Because that is what you are. I knew it when you walked out of my barrow. But I didn't know you had the will to fight what you are. I swore an oath, little one, to serve the Spirit Eater who spared my life long ago and help him end his curse. A simple oath, but I must have failed. Your curse is the proof of my shame. So now I swear the same to you.
First, tell me everything you know about this curse.
Memories fail me, little friend. I was alive in those days. It is like asking the river to remember the snow that gave it birth. I remember my oath and the scent of your hunger. These were strong in my mind when I laid down in my barrow to die. And I know I paid a price for helping the man who spared my life, for letting him share my grave. But I do not remember what it was.
But what is this hunger?
That I do not know. is not a matter of remembering. I do not think I ever knew. But I know it will kill you, little friend. It will devour you from within, as it did that other spirit eater. The one who spared my life.
I accept your oath, Oku. And I welcome your friendship.
I can only travel with you if one of these others stays behind.
Kalen, wait for me back at the Vale.
Very well. I can find my own way back, and I shall await you there until you have need of me again.
Good. We will end this curse, flesh and fur together. Until my vow is kept, these beasts will have no king. No one worthy of the name. Let them go back to my barrow and dream.
Old King Bear deigns to travel with us? Oh, we are honored indeed. I am already here, but one more legend will make pleasant company.
Do not make me regret sparing you during our battle, Hag Spawn.
The Spirit Eater curse would explain what happened to the wolf spirit in the barrow. I've no idea how it came to you, but you bear an unfortunate affliction. You'll need to consume the spirits of the land, or the hunger will devour you from within. We're drawing a crowd at the gate. While it pains me to say it, we should probably seek counsel with the witches.
That is probably what we should do, yes. And yes, now we have this. Spirit Energy 100. This is the curse. This is going to make things much more difficult. We have the Spirit Eater curse, and as time passes, the spirit energy will go down. With each level, things get worse, as the hunger gets higher. Stage 1, -1 to all abilities, 5% vulnerability to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. Stage 2, -2 to all abilities, 2% of our HP, damage every 10 rounds, and 10% vulnerability. Stage 3, -4 to all abilities, 5% of max HP, and more damage every 10 rounds, and more vulnerability. Stage 4, -6 to all abilities, 10% of our max HP, same damage every round, 50% vulnerability. Stage 5, -10 to all abilities, 5% of max HP plus damage every round, 90% vulnerability to everything, and Stage 6, death. This is going to go down over time. The longer we wait around and do things, the more things are going to get bad. That said, we have a few abilities here. Spirit Eater is what we have here. You have lost control of the hunger for spirits that has recently manifested inside of you. Your body now requires a periodic influx of energy obtained through the consumption of spirits, or it will eventually wither and die. The vertical green bar represents your present level of spirit energy. It will drop over time, except during conversation, and as it falls you will weaken at an accelerating rate. Each of the watermarks on the bar denotes the point at which your curse worsens to a new stage of debilitation. There are 6 stages of this affliction, the final of which is death. You may mouse over the watermark icons at any time to see what effects a particular stage of the affliction carries. Several new abilities are available to you that will provide a means to replenish your spirit energy. They are available on the Feats tab under History, which we have here. The horizontal bar below the spirit energy bar is a measurement of your craving for spirits. The more you crave spirits, the faster your spirit energy is used up. Giving in to your urge to devour spirits more than once per day will tend to make you crave them more, while actively fighting to gain control over your hunger through the suppress ability will ease that craving. Use extreme caution when deciding whether to devour spirits if you have already done so once that day. What may seem like a safe move to keep your health high could quite quickly lead you down a slippery slope where you are in constant need of spirits to devour just to stay alive. Further details about Spirit Eater abilities are available in your feat descriptions. And that is our craving there. Devour Spirit. You lash out and drain the existence of a single spirit, either Fey or Elemental, reducing their current HP HP by 25% of their maximum and replenishing your spirit energy bar by 10%. If the target is near death, the attack kills it, and the spirit energy bar is replenished by a bonus amount, equal to the percentage of HP remaining on the target immediately prior to its spirit being devoured, and you receive a spirit essence. If Devour Spirit is used more than one time per day, each successive use after the first causes a substantial increase in craving, a consequence of giving free rein to your hunger. Devour Spirit may not be used on the same day as Suppress. Has a 5-minute cooldown. Provoke Spirits. You expose your true nature to spirits in the surrounding area, agitating them to the point of hostility towards you. Once provoked, these spirits become valid targets to be devoured, effective for a range of 10 meters. Satiate. This ability causes you to lose XP, and should only be used in emergency situations when death is imminent and there is no other way to gain spirit energy. You allow your hunger to feed upon your own consciousness and experience, fully restoring your spirit energy. This will cost you the total amount of XP gained at your current level to a maximum of 25% of the XP bar. It can be used once per day, and may only be used while in stage 4 or worse of the Spirit Eater affliction. Using this ability with less than 25% of your XP bar filled will cause you to temporarily incur a negative level penalty. And finally, Suppress. Rather than giving in to your hunger for spirits, you opt to suppress it, restoring a small quantity of energy to your spirit energy bar and reducing craving. Performing this action in the presence of spirits, being a superior act of willpower, grants a small bonus to your spirit energy based upon the number of spirits present. This ability may not be used the same day as any Devour-based ability. May be used once a day. I intend to suppress it as much as I can. I am not going to give in to the hunger. I have no intention to. But this is going to be rough. It's going to be rough no matter what. And this also makes resting a lot more difficult, because resting takes time. And time, well, quite frankly, time is going to be used for all the rest of this. If we rest, the bar here will go down, and we'll have less time to do things. This is not going to be easy at all. And there are spectators. Spirit Eater, just like the tales. He's accursed. I think perhaps Triune Goddess protect us. Oku, shall we speak, please?
We underestimated your might. A whole host of angry spirits were no match for your wrath. While I will honor my oath to help you, do not forget that other spirits may resent you for the pain you caused them.
I apologize for whatever harm I might have caused your kin.
Apologize? You should not apologize for defending yourself. Your hunger, if left unchecked, will consume every spirit of Rashomon. We felt we had no choice but to kill you.
Your concern is unnecessary. I understand your reasons. I trust you and I are done fighting.
Our prior battles are behind us, forgotten. Do not let them taint your trust in me.
I had some questions for you.
Yes?
What sort of creature are you exactly?
I am a god of bears. What is there not to understand? I jest, little one. You smell of distant lands. No doubt the spirits of Rashomon are a puzzle to you. In life, I was a bear of flesh and bone. In death, my bond with the land has called me back.
So you were just an ordinary bear before you died?
I was no ordinary bear. I was a descendant of the most ancient beasts. Those that ran wild with the gods Bala, Maliki, and Larun. My clan was the strongest in these lands. We were lords of the hunt. We spoke the tongues of men and beast alike. 100 years and more have passed, and the spirits of my clan never joined me in the barrow. I often wonder where they have gone.
Is your life much different than it was before you died?
I am an echo of my former self. If you think I am strong now, you should have seen me in life. Now I wake but need no food. I dream but do not truly sleep. My hide does not itch. My legs never tire. The sensations of life are gone, replaced by the hum of unseen forces.
For a god of bears, aren't you rather, short?
Ha! Your view of divinity is narrow, little one. The Rashemi people and the beasts of this land find all spirits sacred. They do not point at just one creature and call it their god. They respect all great spirits as worthy of worship, and their devotion strengthens us, gives us power so that we may better guard the land. When we fought, did you not notice that I was unstoppable until you slew my followers?
Yeah.
There are no two-legged priests who worship my name. But make no mistake, the spirits of these lands know me as king.
I didn't realize bears lived on in the afterlife.
Not exactly, little one. I am not an undead beast, nor a restless soul of my dead self. I am an echo of what once was, sown from the energy of the land.
Alright, I had some questions for you.
Yes,
About your friend Nakata.
your hunger ended Nakata's existence. You have no right to speak her name, Spirit Eater.
I wanted to apologize for her death.
Apologize. Your words won't bring her back.
My actions are unforgivable. Name your punishment and I will accept.
How tempting it is to tear penance from your flesh and avenge Nakata. But to punish you would be a waste. You are sincere in your apology. Thank you. If you are truly remorseful for your actions, you will strive to control your hunger and never again let it feed upon the spirits of the land.
That is my intent. What do you know of my Spirit Eater affliction?
When spirits have nightmares, they are of you. You are a wandering void, one that all the spirits of Rashomon dread.
How did the curse find me as its victim?
The Spirit Eater feeds within and without. When it has extinguished the soul of its host, it finds a new form to inhabit. But I cannot say why its shadow fell upon you and not another.
What must I do to end this curse?
I do not know, little one. I would do anything to rid you and all of Rashomon of the Spirit Eater, but I have no answers.
How many other Spirit Eaters are there?
Others? Do not be fooled by the countless bodies left in its wake. Only one Spirit Eater has ever walked this land, though it has worn many faces.
I'm not going to tell him to summon a spirit for me. Tell me about the Spirit Eater that came before me, the one you promised to help.
The promise is etched in memory, though the details have slipped away in dreaming. I recall an old human battling me on a lake frozen over by the harshest of winters. I remember falling in defeat, too beaten and broken to worry about death. I could feel him holding back his hunger as he proposed an alliance, to see that none would suffer from his hunger again.
Very well. Let's move on. And Oku here. He can't wear anything. He's a bear. and he's basically a straight-up fighter. Nothing else special there. With his feats, well, fighter feats. Nothing special there. He's a straight-up fighter. He's not particularly special. Fortunately, I recovered a fair bit of health during that conversation, and the spirit energy did not go down, but it will in time. And with that, I am going to end this episode here.
Yes.
Next episode, we're going to have to speak with the witches and see if they know anything about this. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. That is Travis Ignam, Sophia, Gan, Kaji, and Oku. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. And I shall see you all next time.